On a quiet farm, a brown cow had been showing signs of discomfort, and something was seriously wrong with her right front hoof.
The farmer wasted no time. A veterinarian was called and arrived at the farm early the very next morning. The veterinarian arrived equipped with a full medical kit, ready to examine and treat whatever was causing the cow's pain.
The farmer guided the limping brown cow into the barn so the veterinarian could get a proper close-up examination done. As the mud was scraped away, the shocking truth emerged up. Dozens of live maggots were actively feeding deep inside the hoof tissue. The veterinarian immediately prepared the necessary tools and antiseptic solutions to begin the urgent maggot removal treatment. The right front hoof was carefully lifted and secured on a hoof stand, giving the veterinarian full access to the infected wound area. The first step was flushing the wound with sterile saline solution, forcing out loose debris and dislodging the surface maggots from the cavity. Dead and rotting tissue around the wound was carefully debrided, removing everything the maggots had destroyed to expose healthy tissue beneath. The exposed wound cavity was thoroughly flushed with povidone iodine solution, killing remaining maggot eggs and sterilizing every deep crevice. Every corner of the wound was carefully dried and wiped clean with sterile gauze, removing all remaining fluid, debris, and maggot remnants.
A powerful anti-parasitic ointment was packed deep into the wound cavity, targeting any remaining maggot eggs invisible to the naked eye. To fight internal infection, the veterinarian prepared a full-course antibiotic injection to prevent the maggot wound from spreading further.
The antibiotic injection was administered directly into the muscle, giving the cow immediate systemic protection against deep wound infection.
A measured dose of anti-inflammatory medication was prepared next, essential for reducing the severe pain and swelling in the infected hoof. With pain relief medication now administered, the cow visibly began to relax, the first sign of comfort it had felt in days.
With the treatment complete, the veterinarian carefully packed away all medical supplies and disposed of contaminated materials safely and hygienically.
The veterinarian handed the farmer a detailed aftercare plan, explaining every step needed to ensure the hoof healed completely and safely.
The farmer prepared a clean dry stall with fresh deep straw bedding, keeping the cow's bandaged right front hoof away from mud and moisture.
The brown cow was guided into her clean recovery stall, stepping more carefully now, the bandaged right front hoof.
Fresh water and clean hay were provided safely. Proper nutrition was now essential to support the cow's immune system and speed up recovery.
The following morning, the outer bandage was carefully removed layer by layer for the first post-treatment wound inspection of the right front hoof. Removing the inner dressing revealed encouraging results. The wound was visibly cleaner, with healthy pink tissue beginning to replace the destroyed areas.
The granulation tissue looks excellent. No signs of secondary infection or larvae in the crevices.
Fresh healing ointment was applied generously over the granulating tissue, promoting faster cell regeneration and protecting the wound surface during recovery. The right front hoof was rebandaged with fresh, clean dressing and a new waterproof outer layer, maintaining full protection through the next healing phase.
Keeping the recovery stall spotlessly clean was critical. Old bedding was removed completely and replaced with fresh, dry straw twice daily.
By the second day of treatment, the brown Angus cow was already standing with noticeably better posture, putting more weight on the healing right front hoof.
Nutritional supplements were mixed into the daily feed, boosting the cow's immune system and providing essential minerals for faster tissue regeneration.
On day 3, the veterinarian returned for a scheduled wound inspection, carefully removing the bandage to assess the healing progress of the right front hoof. The wound inspection on day 3 revealed remarkable progress. Healthy pink granulation tissue had filled the cavity with 0 signs of remaining maggots.
The right front leg was examined thoroughly for heat and swelling. Both had reduced dramatically, confirming the infection was responding well to treatment.
By day 3, the brown Hereford cow was confidently bearing weight on the right front hoof again.
The final antibiotic injection of the treatment course was administered, completing the full systemic medication protocol prescribed for the infection.
The final antibiotic injection of the treatment course was administered, completing the full systemic medication protocol prescribed for the infection. For the first time since treatment began, the brown cow was carefully walked along the barn corridor to assess its improving gait and mobility.
The ground-level view told the whole story. The right front hoof was now striking the ground with confident, even steps. Day 5 revealed an extraordinary transformation. The wound cavity had filled almost completely with healthy new tissue.
Cleaning the nearly healed wound produced almost no discharge, and the clean gauze confirmed the infection had been completely eliminated from the hoof. The day of final bandage removal had arrived, and the clean, pristine inner dressing confirmed what everyone was hoping for: complete wound closure. The right front hoof was fully healed, and the wound that had been devastated by hundreds of maggots was now completely closed with strong new tissue. The final veterinary examination confirmed 0 residual heat, 0 swelling, and a perfectly healed hoof sole. Walking freely without any bandage, the right front hoof hit the ground with full strength. Absolutely no trace of the devastating maggot infestation remained.
For the first time in weeks, the brown cow stepped out of the barn into the open paddock, walking freely, strongly, and completely pain-free.
Back in the open paddock, the brown cow walked with full natural stride. Every step on the right front hoof.
Grazing freely in the paddock once more, the brown cow stood on all 4 hooves with perfect natural weight distribution, fully recovered and thriving.
A final close look at the right front hoof told the complete story. Fully healed, completely strong, and bearing.
From a painful maggot infestation to a full and complete recovery, with the right treatment, every animal deserves